Facility. Right, let's join Shefali, who's on the balcony with the last of the evening sunshine. But before we get to the weather, Chef, while I was at Edgbaston this afternoon, you were in a rose garden.
Thank you very much, Mary. Yes, but the Rose Gardens weren't in Edgbaston, they were in Coventry, so it's been a busy old day today for me. I was at the War Memorial Park for the unveiling of their new Rose Gardens. Now, the park is hugely popular within the community, not least for its green open spaces, which became even more important to the people of Coventry during COVID. But it's hoped that this latest addition to the park will have even greater meaning for the community, not least because of the what it represents about the pandemic, as I've been finding out.
Thank you to everybody, and we'll reveal the plaque.
An opening ceremony befitting a special garden. What was previously a neglected part of the park has now been transformed into this by head gardener Craig Mundy and his team, from an idea that came from Prue Peretta.
The pandemic has been like a war. The trees that were planted here 100 years ago were for those people in the trenches. They have sort of lived and died alone. And so many of the people that died in the pandemic were on their own. We wanted a celebration of their lives, something beautiful. The children to come, the generations, different faiths and cultures, our Godiva sisters, enjoy the fragrance and bring it home to them.
And what she intended appears to have already struck a chord with both old and young.
It's somewhere now that I can come to, because we have lost close friends last year, that I can actually come and visit and think about them.
So you can just sit here and remember all those people who have died, but at the same time you could enjoy like the nature around you.
I feel like this park's always been a park for memorials, but now you can remember even more people in the local community, not just veterans.
And the final word?
I think it was a wonderful idea, to remembering those who gave so much time and dedication, especially people who couldn't say goodbye to their people. And it did show us that we're just so dependent on each other, and how shared our humanity is.
Well, I can tell you it was a lot warmer there in Coventry than it is here on this balcony right now. A little bit of a breeze picking up, and it is a little bit nippy. A lot fresher than it was yesterday. Temperatures rose to 26 Celsius yesterday in this region. Today they rose to 25 Celsius, but more like 22 further north. And the top temperature in the country was at Heathrow, 28.6, making it the hottest day of the year so far. But let's take a look at our Weather Watchers pictures, and we've had a little bit of cloud in parts of the region. It started to build through the afternoon, but glorious sunshine during the morning, as you can see there in Warwickshire, which, as I said, rose, our temperatures rose as a result of that to 25 Celsius in that part of the region. But this is how it's panning out for the rest of the week. It's shaping up with cooler conditions towards the end of it. Temperatures nearer the norm for the time of year, so compared to what we've had, particularly so over the weekend, it is going to feel quite chilly, I would imagine, but certainly more bearable to sleep in during the nights. But we have got some thunderstorms as well developing before that by midweek, by Wednesday, possibly into Thursday as well, and that's due to the build-up of heat. But currently we've got this high pressure sitting right across us. We've just got a front sitting to the northwest of us, which has got a lot of cloud across it, a little bit of rain as well. But that's not really going to greatly affect us until perhaps later on tonight, when we just get a bit of cloud starting to develop into the north of the region. So let's take a closer look at tonight. We've got clear spells across us mostly. That cloud will start to just edge into northern fringes, but temperatures are still on the warm, sticky side at around 14 to 16 Celsius. But then tomorrow that cloud will burn away. We'll see plenty of sunshine right across the board, and that'll send our temperatures once again up to about 24 Celsius. So they are falling degree by degree, but by the time we get to Wednesday, they're rising a little bit, so is the humidity, and we'll get that thundery plume moving up from the south with thunderstorm warnings to boot.
Thanks very much, Shefali. That's it for now. I'll be back a little later than usual, 20 to 11, because the Euros are next here on BBC One. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.